Hello and welcome again. Here we will cover the second topic of the first unit, that is basics of computer. To explain about the concept of computer, let's take a real life example. Suppose a customer wants to purchase a pen. He will go to the shopkeeper and ask for the pen. After listening to him, he will find a pen according to the description given by the customer and gives the pen to the customer. So here the description given by the customer is considered as input, and when the shopkeeper listens to him and finds the pen according to the given description will be termed as processing, and lastly the pen given by the shopkeeper to the customer is the final output. Similarly, computer is an electronic device which is used to take information from the user in the form of data and process it, perform operations on it, and gives output to the user. Data can be any number, any alphabet, etc. Computer is basically a combination of computer hardware and computer software. Now let's talk about the computer hardware first. The physical components of the computer system is called as computer hardware. For example, keyboard, mouse, monitor, speaker, and many more. Next come to the computer software. These are the programs that you can run on the computer hardware and no one can touch them physically. For example, when you start up the computer and the first that you see on the screen is a kind of computer software. Computer software comes with various categories. Like some softwares are used to operate the system. For example, operating system. Without operating system, user cannot interact with the computer hardware. Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, these all are the operating system. Some software is designed to fulfill a particular need of a person. For example, Microsoft Word, Facebook, WhatsApp, and many more. According to your need, you can install any application software. Some software is designed to study and to maintain a computer. For example, Antivirus. It protects your device from the virus. Virus is just an unwanted file or program which can harm or damage your system by corrupting or destroying the data. So the relationship in between computer hardware and computer software is both are equally dependent upon each other. Without hardware, software cannot be installed, and without software, computer hardware is useless. Now let's cover the subtopic components of computer. Input devices, output devices, CPU, and storage devices. These are the components of the computer. Let's begin with the input devices. To explain you about the input devices, let's take a reference of human body. Like our ears and eyes are the inputs used to take information from the environment. Similarly, in the case of computer, some devices are used to take information from the user. For example, keyboard, mouse, touchscreen, scanner, etc. These are the examples of input devices. Now let's begin with the keyboard. It is a set of keys that enable you to enter the data into the computer. There is no standard size of keyboard, but the generally used keyboard is having 104 keys along with it. Keyboard having 84, 101 and 108 keys are also available in the market. You will able to write on the screen by pressing the keys of the keyboard. Next come to the device, that is mouse. It is also very important input device. This is basically a hand control device or a pointing device used to move cursor on the screen. It has two buttons called left and right button, a wheel between the buttons and a round ball at its base which senses the movement of the mouse and sends signal to the CPU when the buttons are pressed. Next come to the scanner. This is a device which is used to convert hard copy of the data into the soft copy. The data can be any document, any image, etc. The information available on the paper can be transferred to the hard disk to the computer for further operations. The scanned document can be edited again and again for any requirement. Now next come to the microphone. It is also an input device, also called as mic, which takes sound as input and stores that sound into the digital form. It is also used to record any audio. To speak with the larger audience, it helps you to increase the volume of the human voice. Now next come to the second component, that are output devices. To explain about the output devices, let's again take the reference of human body. Your mouth is considered as output, which is used to give information to the person in the form of speaking. Similarly, in the case of computer, some devices are used to give the information to the user. For example, monitor, printer, speaker, and many more output devices. Now let's begin with the monitor. It is the main output device of the computer, also called as visual display unit. The result produced by the CPU will be displayed on the screen, and the user can view the programs and operations on the monitor and can control the program operations with the use of mouse. Come to the next output device, that is printer. Printers are used to produce hard copy of any document, images, layouts, etc. Or you can say printers are used to print any information on the paper. You can take colored as well as black and white print as per your requirement. Next come to the speaker. It is also a very important output device which gives sound as output. It is used to convert audio signal into sound. It is also used to get output from the devices like computer, mobile phones in the form of audio like music. Let's come to the next component, that is CPU, Central Processing Unit. It is the brain of the computer. All the calculations and comparisons are done inside the CPU. It performs all type of data processing operations. CPU itself has three parts: storage unit, control unit, and arithmetic and logic unit. Now let's come with a little bit detail. Storage unit. It is used to store instruction, data, intermediate as well as final result. It is also known as internal storage unit or main memory. Next come to the control unit. Control unit controls all the operations in the computer. It coordinates the transfer of data or instructions among other units. Last but not the least, arithmetic and logic unit. It performs all calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and it is also used to perform operations like comparing, selecting, matching, or merging of data. Let us come to the last component, that is storage devices. These are the devices on which you can store data or information either temporarily or permanently. RAM is the best example of temporary storage, whereas pen drive, memory card, hard disk are the examples of permanent storage. Thank you.